Hey guys, I'm running out of creative ways to mention this on my face, so I'm just gonna ow. Today I want to talk about Sadako's new changes on the PTB and whether I think they're good or bad, and whether she's strong or weak. Now, admittedly, I'm not a super popular Sadako player. I don't play her that much. I've never really been a big fan of her because the main effective way to play her is basically to try to get everyone condemned, and you sort of circumvent a lot of the standard Dead by Daylight gameplay loop, which is why I'm not a huge fan of her. I'm sort of always thinking, why am I not just playing Wraith instead, who can actually use his power during a chase and stuff, and I don't know. So that is my mindset on her. However, on the PTB, I tried playing her a couple of different ways. The first way I tried was basically how you would play the old version, where you would be chasing people and you would teleport ahead of them, get condemn stacks on them, things like that. And I spent a lot of these matches trying to get condemn. Now, I play in custom matches on the PTB because the queue time is just way too bad. And the first couple of games, I did very well. I had basically everyone was condemned every single game. It was pretty overwhelmingly in my favor. However, then I got the next group of players who were actually pretty damn good at the game. They were all very solid, which is, in my opinion, a much better test of how, strong a killer is and how you're supposed to play them and stuff like that. So this next group I went against, which I'll show you in the videos after this, they were a lot better at keeping their condemn low or non-existent. I found I was able to keep pressure on them by teleporting back and forth pretty frequently, but at the same rate, they were curing their condemn and they were putting the tapes in, and despite my best attempts, I was not able to get condemns on anybody. Now, the game did go slower as a result, but at the same time, they eventually did all the gens and I just didn't kill anybody because I never got a condemn on anyone and I wasn't really hooking people. So I tried that twice. I had 2 games where I tried the condemn strat against this very strong team, and no, it just didn't work. They were too on top of it. They just knew what to do. I wasn't able to get anyone. I think the closest I got, someone in chat said they got to 5 stacks before they were able to cure it. So I just wasn't able to do that. However, obviously my strategy wasn't working, so then I decided to switch things up. And what I started doing was kind of playing more how I enjoy playing DBD, just going for chases on people, hooking them, things like that. And the thing is, when I started playing like that, I actually started winning all my games against this team. And the reason is, this killer is basically a very low power chase killer who has built-in slowdown. However, if you're not doing chases with people and you're not actually hooking in them, you're not benefiting from any of the things about her. So one of the main downsides was, I had things like, pain res and pop and perks like that, where I wasn't getting any benefit from it trying to condemn everybody. And so when I actually started chasing people, the game naturally slowed down, because when I hooked them, I would get a pain res on them and then I can go pop another gen. And while this was happening, and here's the kicker that I think makes her, for my playstyle, the thing I think that makes her stronger now, is while all that's happening, there's another added layer of slowdown now. By hooking people, you lock their condemn to what they're currently at. So if you're chasing someone, you teleport 3 times during the chase, and then you down them, they're permanently locked with 3 stacks of condemn, which means to get them to the 7 stacks in order to kill them, it gets quicker and quicker every time you chase them. And so it's sort of like a ramping slowdown, whereas Pig is sort of like a consistent slowdown. Whenever you put a trap on, you're going to have a guaranteed X amount of time on that person that they're not doing gens, which is great. Sadako is more like, like I said, it's an exponential growth. The first hook, they have 3 stacks, not so big of a deal. But then when they have that, they can't reduce their stacks past it anymore. So they're going to start having to cleanse their tapes at 5 or 6, which means they're not getting the full benefit of 4 stacks removed. Because if they wait until 7 to get the 4 stacks removed, well, now they're just going to be fully condemned and they run a huge risk of just instantly dying. So that's my whole point. As the game went on, the slowdown and the threat of condemn becomes greater and greater. Now, obviously, if you hook them again when they have 5 stacks, that's cool. They have 5 stacks, but who cares? They're on death hook at that point. So you still need to sort of make it so the first chase gives them a certain amount of stacks. So it's sort of a weird thing. You almost don't want to down them too quickly because you want them to have some type of stacks. It almost reminds me of Oni. Like with Oni, you don't want to down people super fast because then you don't get your power off of that first hit. So you almost want to let them linger around and do maybe a tiny minor amount of hit and run at the start, just so they build up a couple of stacks, and so their subsequent hooks become a lot scarier. And like I said, in the games, the slowdown felt not great at the start, and as the game ramps up, it feels better and better. So that's how I found more success playing, not just teleporting around and only trying to condemn people. Trying to get some early condemn, but then going for chases, getting downs, getting hooks, locking in the condemn, using your slowdown perks, things like that. That was way more effective for me. It still hurts me a bit that she doesn't have much of a chase power, and I still wish she did. I think that would make her just so much more enjoyable to play. But for now, I actually think I like her more than sort of the brainless strat we had before, where you just spam teleport until someone blinks red, then you tunnel them until they die. It's like, I don't know, that just wasn't very fun to me. It was also somewhat easy to counter if you knew what you were doing. Things like plot twist as well could completely counter it if you had tape in your hand. So there were a lot of things you can do to counter it, and I wasn't a big fan of that playstyle. So I think the old version of Sadako, which is what the new version is, plus a couple of nice quality of life improvements, is probably going to be the most enjoyable version of her for me. I don't know how good she's going to be for the other playstyles. If the condemned playstyle is made weaker, I good, in my opinion. I think that whole playstyle where you just don't ever actually chase people in any meaningful way is just really, really annoying and boring. So I'm all for that playstyle going away, and I'm all for the playstyle where you actually have to chase people, but you have a weak chase power, and in response to that, you have a bunch of built-in slowdown from the kit now. So I think it's going to be a lot more interesting to learn her. Anyway, so here's all of those games that I played. I'll show you in a row how the first games did not really work out, trying to do the old style of just teleporting around and condemning people, and then the new style where I tried to actually just chase people and lock in the condemned stacks was a lot more effective. Again, this is a sample size of only like 4 games. It's not really a huge amount, so it could be that this strat is actually completely stupid, it doesn't work, but this is just what worked for me, and I'm curious if that will be the main thing I do playing her going forward. Thanks for watching. I did hear someone there, but I didn't see their... I heard someone up there, but they didn't gain any condemn, despite me teleporting right next to them. Like, I heard this guy, and he didn't gain any condemn. I'm so confused. Why did he not gain condemn? He didn't get any condemn again. Or is the UI bug? Maybe the UI's bugged. Are you guys not getting condemn here? Because I'm not seeing it glow. You got it that time? I know people have to be close. A YouTube stream? I should be on YouTube. I press start. So I'm curious what they did differently, or it's just Garden of Joy being Garden of Joy. Because every TV is off. I'm not on. I guess it's broken, then it says stop for me. I didn't actually use any perks. I mean, this might just be Garden of Joy being Garden of Joy. It's pretty much impossible to win with any killer here, but... I'm just curious how people avoided Condemn so much. Yeah, I don't know. What was different about this match compared to the other ones? The TV spawns are wonky. It might literally just be Garden of Joy. Let's do same team on like a different map now. What do you think of the new Teddy Bear Tricksterson? I don't care, like the 4th time you asked that. TV spawns are far and weird. Yeah, like there's just 3 in a line here for some reason. You're not even close. Good survivors? Yeah, I mean, these guys are doing great. I'm trying to find out if it's the map or not. Okay, let's try Cold Tower this time. I want to keep the same team. Could be. That was a weird spawn. At least he has to drop pallet, which is good. Okay, this is for the future. I'm so bad at knowing where to go afterwards, dude. I'm so bad at it. That's useful add-on. I like that. I know there was other people here. It's like a fine line, because I do have to commit to downs and actually have to get pain res and shit. On that one. I don't know. Maybe I should just chase. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure the best way to go about playing this. Because I do need to get value for my slowdown perks. Like, I can't just constantly fuck off. God damn it, dude. Why are all my pain reses always on just one side of the map? It's so annoying. Lots of micromanage. Oh, you got a fastball there? Damn. Looked like a fucked up angle. Dude, fastballs into junk tile. That's rough. God. Okay, I'm teleporting after this anyway. That's a fucked up setup, Jesus. Nobody. Yeah, so we get in the scenario where there's no TVs on. Does projection mean when you exit your TV? Yeah. I don't see myself getting it. Damn, they got a good cold tower. Fuck. They got a really good cold tower. I would just like to use a perk before the game ends, you know? Still no one's close. I don't see any of these getting stacks on anybody. That's pallet's still up. Fuck. I know Shaq's gone, so you're dead. But there's no skirt chips here, unfortunately, so I still can't use any of my perks. Fucking damn it. Oh, wait, no, there is. Thank God. Like, the thing is, in order to get the condemns going, you need to have slowdown. pain reses are very annoying right now. These guys are just super on top of their tapes. There's not even a point using Condemn on her. I need to find out where these guys are healing. Because this hook is not very impactful. I feel like I've broken so many pallets. This is the busted setup. I can't chase this. It's impossible. That TV just got taken. Problem is, I feel like I'm not getting enough time to use my slowdown. No, this is not how I would normally clear, Jacob. I'm just trying to see if going for condemns like this is still like the correct thing to do. It doesn't seem like it anymore. No, with this build, I would have to actually be committing to chases here. And not get monumentally unlucky with pain res, unfortunately. Ugh. I can't really see myself downing you here unless you fuck up. Okay, you fucked up. Nice. What would change, Jaded? Oh, god damn it. Oh, he was the one person I did get to pain res anyway. Yeah, the problem is I'm just not using any of my perks. I'm literally using no perks the entire game. And I'm not going to win as perkless Sadako, so I don't know what I should be... I think I should actually be committing more. But then if you commit to chases, she's terrible because she doesn't have a chase power, so that doesn't work either. Passive slowdown deadlock is the play. Well, that was the idea behind Grim and Brace. Should probably work in a normal match? Oh yeah, no doubt. Against your average shitter. These guys are obviously not average shitters. I also kept, like, not finding them. Probably need sloppy so people need to heal. Yeah, no, I'm trying to see if I can not do that kind of playstyle. That looks so funny. Okay. I'm just not chasing and hooking enough? Yeah, I think... Well, that's the problem. Chasing and hooking with this killer is pointless. You can't do it. She has no power. I can't run Spirit Fury Enduring either because obviously they know my perk, so it's never gonna work. She has mind games? No, those don't work on anybody that has a brain. It's not pointless if you can lock in stacks now, though? Right, but if you're chasing someone, then you're not fucking around using Condemn. Okay, I'm taking off pain res because I am literally just getting the worst pain res luck ever. Maybe if I do deadlock with it? Or deadman switch with it? Whatever. Sadako couldn't mitigate stack loss anyway. Well, it's true. That's why I would never run it on her to begin with. It's a 2-meter difference, noob. It's not that big of a difference. I don't think you got balanced last time. Oh, you did? Oh no, that's reversed. God, they kept getting like really good setups. Luckily, Sadako is short. I think that's a hit with the add-on. Nice. Yeah, let's stay with this. Unless she runs by a TV, in which case, obviously, we can do that. Good lord. One up there. She just grabbed that tape. Not quite a hit from this. Probably could have just went around. Yeah, like building stacks like this, I think is okay. Because there's no opportunity cost, really. Let's get back here. So, it already seems like just chasing just seems to be better. Because they were handling tape so well, like the past two matches, I wasn't really able to stop them. But now, maybe they're overdoing tapes. Sorry, that guy was in there. Ah, fuck, she turned around last second. This should hit whoever's up top. Let's see who it is. It is Jeff. Hey, Jake, thank you for the 29 months. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Here, we can do this. That lock should buy us a little bit of time here. He's dropping these early. I wonder if he's close. I bet this will barely tag him. No, I guess not. I thought that would. Fuck. I'm surprised that hit. Hey man, do you have a prompt? I don't think you have a prompt. Spell's gone, right? Yeah, I kicked this. Yeah, so far it seems like chasing has been way more effective. You guys both probably have decently high stacks, so now locking these in is going to be way more beneficial. Let's get closer to that side. The reverse. What a bitch. That looks so fucking funny. I think we're good. Oh my god. That looks so funny. Yeah, this seems to be working way better than trying to just spam condemn on everybody. Getting some condemn on them, locking it in with hooks. Like, this seems to be way more effective. Because now they have to spend time healing. Which means they're spending time not doing tapes. Which means they're getting more condemn, which means they're getting slower. I bet if I do it from right here... Damn. Okay, so it's a little bit slower than that. Or smaller than that. That was the weirdest fast vault. Looked like you thought about it for a second. Can't body blocker? You cannot body blocker, that is true. I'll never touch this one. How many games have I played today? 3. What does that sound? Nope, it's actually just chase. Let's lock in his stacks rather than... Holy, overcome. Jesus Christ. Okay. Chase focus build seems better. Does. Yeah. Trying to think about where Jeff would go. He doesn't have a tape, so he's probably gonna want to go back to the one I just went to. Hold on, I'm looking for Jeff. Was I wrong? Damn it. I thought I could catch him going to put a tape in. Oh, he's leaving the tape anyway. The thing to don't let survivors do TVs by chasing them with chase perks. I mean, that seems to be more effective than what I've been trying, yeah. It definitely seems more effective. Also, Deadlock is way more effective than Pain Res, considering I'm actually getting to use the perk now. My Pain Reses have been awful. Shit, this is a really far hook. I think they're on a just a loss spiral at this point. I don't think they can recover from this. Now we get full German Brace too. Had to get a tag on both of them, which means I might get one if they're running this way. I did. So Vung's got to be pretty close. I just need Grim Embrace feel. I love it. It might be too good though. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I say we just ignore the TV for now. Actually, just chase. I gotta remember, it's not a big deal if I hook people anymore because it locks in their stacks. So her stacks are locked in the afterlife. Cheeky shit. Okay, this definitely seemed a lot better. I don't know what people are doing in chat. I'm just ignoring everybody, basically. That definitely seemed a lot better. Playing like that. So I guess it's gonna really come down to finding the line between when you need to teleport and build stacks on people and when you need to commit to chases and lock in the stacks on the people. And that is gonna be the main, like... the main thing. Condemn kills. You can, it just doesn't matter as much anymore because if you slug them, it doesn't hold in their stacks. right now when you hook people, all of the condemned stacks they have become permanent. So you're basically skipping that entire mechanic if you choose to slug. Not to say that it's pointless or anything, but slugging sometimes could still be the better call. I was hoping to get some slight invis blockage there. Ooh, very efficient looping. I do need to start weakening the map. Any gear hitters in chat? That is not where I meant to TP. That is annoying. Fuck. That's nice. I can cut her off like that. Yeah, I know ring drawing's a bug. I stopped using it. Or anyway, I heard it's bugged. I don't know. Yeah, let's just chase this. Oh, safe window next to it. Unlucky. Into a safe pallet. Ooh, lad. Fuck that. Holy shit. What is wrong with these setups? Holy hell. Okay, this is bad. I'm not like committing to any chases right now. This is how I lost the last time. The problem is none of these chases are a chase I want to take. Guess we'll do this. Oh, that's much better. You know, let's just lock in some stacks. Yeah, ring drawing apparently is still applying its old effect in addition to the new one. Oh, that didn't hit her, damn. Maybe has nothing. There's no mind gaming this, you just have to hold forward. How's Sadako testing going? Good. Blight's D tier now? It's true. If you don't have Compound 33 Alk Ring, Blight's D tier. Absolute trash can killer. Your condemn is really low right now, but I also have 2 hooks, which is good. I think Pop might give value too. I don't know. No, no. But thank you. I'm not playing that busted section of the map. Fuck. I think that should still count, right? Oh, thought I could get some cheeky shit. Yeah, maps like this are still rough though, because I don't really have like a power to down people. I just need to brute force basically all the pallets of the map away. Oh god, I didn't fucking see her. That worked out, I guess. I would still say Nurse is the strongest killer nowadays. That was like 3 gens about to pop. I mean, I guess with Deadlock they can. she was so much further than I thought. That worked. Someone has to come save this. I'm gonna teleport back there. I just want to see if I can get this down first. Okay, that works. God, kind of have to focus on a lot of shit. Who has what condemn stacks, where they are, where'd you leave them, like... This is kind of a lot of shit to deal with. Can you ask for a Billy game? You can ask for one. Doesn't mean I'll do it. I played a bunch of Billy yesterday. Let's see where someone is. Okay. We're slowly getting rid of him. We'll make it, maybe? She's running to the bus that's set up. We can't play that. I mean, she's not even injured. We'll just use that as game delay, honestly. It's not worth actually trying to... Oh, now it doesn't matter. Okay, this is decent for snowballing. She's in the middle of nowhere. Other guy's gonna have to take his condemn off, so that's gonna slow him down. Hey, Aaron, what's up? Did my Groom Embrace already proc? I guess it did. There's like basically no more pallets on this half of the map, so... Okay. Alright, thank you for 12 months. Cats are good. Thank you. Sorry, I'm actually like having to focus a lot on this match. Okay, no one's on that. I've played Shadow of the Colossus, one of my favorite games, dude. We need this pallet gone, man. We haven't even begun clearing this side of the map, unfortunately. They got the shitty bus, at least. I don't see this being beneficial. Yeah, they're just both going to shack now, but so is she, so this still works out, and there's no pallet anymore, so... Think we just took? It's also like a, as you get towards the end of the game, Condemn becomes less and less important because if they can just get out, then who cares? These gens are relatively close, though. What is that new sound? I mean, it's kind of cool, but... Hey, Copers, thanks, man. Wait, Shack Pallet is still there. God damn it. Nice way, by the way. That coup is actually extremely useful for getting this hook. That's the anti-3-gen thing? Oh. So it's marking a regression event, basically, is what you're saying. Gotcha. Hopes I can keep them both busy and not doing gens. This Nancy's very good, though. The winning play is just camp her to death. Nancy cannot finish this generator before she gets camped to death, but I kind of don't want to camp my viewers, so I'm just going to chase her. Can we get in a fucking chase? Jesus Christ, thank you. But yeah, this would be a win if I just camped that guy to death. There's nothing to be able to do to stop it. What did I hear? Footsteps? So there's scratches to the right and she ran to the left. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Oh, that's convenient. I wasn't even looking for you. That was very convenient. You would camp me? Aw, thanks. Nancy just grabbed the tape in there. I don't think she can finish that in time. But she did cancel my teleport, which is smart. And they have kept this Shack Pallet up an impressive amount of time. Like, holy shit, impressive. Okay, that's a 4K if I slug, but again, not gonna slug my teammates. Or my teammates, my viewers. Are we still at Shack? Is this Shack Pallet still? It's still fucking up. You have head on. You don't have head on. Oh my god. GG. God, that was a tough match. You have no reaction time, your ping is bad. To be fair, I swung with coup from the window, which is not really something you would expect. Oh god. Okay.